Hi, I'm Mr. Huber, and in this video we're going to talk about exercise 1c. Well, we have a function f of x is equal to 1/2 x squared. Well, we've already talked about the function f of x is x squared, the function f of x is 2x squared, and now this one. Okay? Again, as we don't know the pattern just yet, we're going to set up a table. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. And then f of -3, that's 1/2 times -3 squared. Well, this is 9 times 1/2, that's 4.5. F of -2, that's 1/2 times -2 squared. Again, that's 4. So it's 2. F of -1, it's 1/2 times -1 squared. Well, that's 1 times 1/2, so that's 1/2, 0.5. F of 0, obviously 0. And then you can clearly see that all the other numbers will be the same. Why is that? Because it does not matter whether you square a negative number or a positive number, you're going to get the same thing. Let's do one of them, f of 3, that's 1/2 times 3 squared. Well, that's 1/2 times 9. Obviously, that's 4.5 again. You see? So it's symmetric again. So let's plot the graph. Well, we do have the point 0, 0. We do have the point 0, 1, 0.5, and -1, 0.5, then 2, 2, 3, 4.5, and the same thing over here, 4.5. At -3, obviously, not -4. And if we wanted, look, because we have more space, we could work out -4 and 4. Well, f of -4 is 1/2 times -4 squared. That's 16 times 1/2, that's 8. And then, obviously, with the +4, it's the same thing. F of 4, that's 1/2 times 4 squared, it's 8 as well. So at 4, we're up at 8. Here we go. And now we can draw the graph. Again, in this smooth, rounded shape, we're going to draw our parabola. Okay? We could obviously calculate everything in between, but in order to get the gist of it, it's enough to calculate these few points. Okay? Now, let's compare this to the ones that we did before. Now look, this was the original parabola. F of x is x squared. Now you multiply everything by 1/2. Obviously, what you're going to get is always 1/2 of it. So if you use your original parabola here and you multiply it by 1/2, you shrink it down. It's a vertical shrink, okay? Because instead of at -2 going through 4, it will at -2 go through 2 only. Because when you plug it in, look here, -2 is 4, and here at -2 it's 2. Or at -3 it's 9, and at -3 it's half of that, it's 4.5. So it's a vertical shrink. Let's compare it to the other one. F of x is 2x squared. Well, look. Qualitatively, they all look the same. These are all parabolas, okay? All parabolas. But well, this one is the original parabola. F of x is x squared. This is 2x squared, so it is a vertical stretch. Everything is stretched apart because everything is multiplied by 2. And here, everything is divided by 2, so it's a vertical shrink, and it's a parabola like this now, okay? So you can see it's stretched apart, it's a vertical shrink, and this is the original one. So vertical shrink, vertical stretch, and the original parabola. Okay, I hope it wasn't too difficult. See you on the next one.